Okay. All right, guys, welcome. Today we're going to go ahead and do the self-marketing. I will go ahead and go over how to go ahead and do, I did 3 templates for you guys that you're going to be able to use. I'm going to go ahead and give you the link on here. If you're watching this as a recording, it is going to be in the description below. But like that, you guys are able to easily swap out pictures, put in your name information, and be able to actually present it either on your Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you guys go ahead and use. We are going to use Canva. If you kind of go ahead and look it up, it's Canva, canva.com. Just go ahead and log in. Like I said, I personally use my, login through Facebook. Like that, I don't have to put any information in, and it automatically logs you in. If not, you can, I believe you can use your email and all that stuff, and you can always log in through that part, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and go to the self-marketing. All right, here we go. So these are the 3 templates that I'm going to go ahead and give you guys. In a little bit, I'll go ahead and give you the link itself. Let me just go ahead and go over some information on it first. When I go ahead and share the link, guys, please, please, please make sure to make a copy of this, okay? Because if you do not make a copy and you yourself, let's just say you start messing with it, you're going to mess it up for everybody else, okay? So I have this template. All you have to do is copy it. How do you copy a template? It's pretty easy. All you're going to go ahead and do is, if you go here under file, you're just going to go ahead and scroll a little bit down, and you're going to see make a copy, okay? You're just going to click make a copy. It's going to go ahead and open another tab for you, and it should say copy of, and then whatever it is, okay? And then here, guys, you can do whatever you want. This is yours already. So once you go ahead and have this one done, which this is the original for everybody, you can exit it out and then start playing with this one. Now you will know this is yours because, as you can go ahead and see, you will see on your designs, it will say copy of the self-marketing, okay? That's the one you want to go ahead and use, and not the marketing itself. You can always go in here into the 3 dotted dots right here and go into move to trash, like that you don't get confused in which one to use, okay? But please make sure you go ahead and use a copy of it. So like that, everybody else has a chance to actually use it and know the right, where to put the right information. Because if you accidentally change the background or change the font or something, then the other person that's actually looking at it is going to look at your information instead of, the original one. So again, please make sure that you go ahead and copy the original. Again, it goes under file. You just kind of scroll down a little bit, and it's going to be under make a copy, okay? After that, like I said, you can go ahead and just remove this one and just keep with the copy. Again, you're going to see here copy, and you can go ahead and just mess around with it, delete it, do whatever you want with it. This is going to be yours. Now, you'll always have the original one here. If you don't erase it, that's perfectly fine. Let's just say you mess up completely on the one you were doing. You can always go back and do the same thing. Click on there, make a copy, and mess around with it again. Like that, like I said, like that, we want the original so everybody can go in there and kind of, work around with it, mess around with it, but we want the copy of it for your personal use, okay? Because we don't want to have a picture of, Linda or Sarah on there with her information on there, and let's just say she went all pink, and, we want the original one. And then from the copy, you can make whatever you want. You can put little, pixie dust in there, make it into, if you're a Disney specialist, you can do that, whatever you want to do, guys, okay? Now, how to go ahead and mess around with this? It's pretty easy. Let me go ahead and go into my copy because, again, I don't want to mess around with it. So let's, again, go into file. We're going to go ahead and make a copy. Now, meanwhile, what I'll do is, let me share this really quick. Copy link. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it into the chat box here, guys. So like that, you can take it out. Okay. I have it on the chat box. So you see, I can see all these people on there, and I can see who's actually going in there and doing it. Like I said, it's perfectly fine. Just make sure we go ahead and go into the file and copy. Okay, guys? So meanwhile, you're going in there, making the copy. Okay, so we're going to go to the copy. section. Now, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit more for you guys here. Now you have your business name here that you can put. You can have your name here, destination specialist, and the website. If you don't have a website, you can put your Facebook, phone number, whatever you want. Just because it has specific information, instructions doesn't mean you have to do that. Like, for example, if you don't have a website, put your phone number on there. If you don't have that, put Evo's website, put Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you want to do. If you want to put all the information on there, you can do that as well, guys. You can do whatever you want. This is just basically a template, so like that it can kind of guide you through this situation. Okay, so we're going to work with the first template first. Okay, now let's just say we're going to go ahead and change this person because I'm not this person, right? So if you can see on your left hand, we have templates, elements, uploads, text, and more. We're going to go ahead and go to uploads. Uploads is going to have pictures that you can go ahead and use. If this is your first time using it, if you haven't done this before, you're not going to have anything on there. Okay. Can you put the link again? Sure. Right there. All right. So if this is your first time, all you have to do is you're going to go to upload media. We're going to do the device, which is pretty much, if you have pictures of yourself already, like on your computer, we can go ahead and go under device, and then you're going to look for a picture of yourself. It's easier, guys, to go ahead and use this as on your computer first before you actually try using it on your cell phone, because your cell phone is a little bit more difficult to use if you do not know how to use Canva. Okay, so it's really recommended first try it out on your computer. Oh, and I forgot, please make sure that you actually copy it from your computer and not from your cell phone, because it's going to look very, very weird on your cell phone if you try doing it. So please, everything, make sure you use it on the computer prior to going ahead and doing any changes on there. Okay. All right. So once you go ahead and upload an image of yourself, it does go ahead and let's see if I have any pictures. So let's just say I'm going to use this one, right? So it's gonna, once you go ahead and choose a picture that you want, it's gonna go ahead and upload, like right there. These are already, like I said, are already automatic for you. So all you have to do is kind of click on the image and kind of scroll into it and see how it automatically has it. So from here, you guys can make it into bigger or smaller by getting them in the corners. Okay, it automatically adjusts it to whatever size it is, but let's just say I just want my face. We're just gonna go ahead and move it over and just do that. Really simple. You don't have to mess around with, oh my gosh, is this too big, too small? The circle already has, as you can see, this little template right there, which automatically puts whatever I put in there. If I drag it over, you see, and all I have to do is kind of just adjust it to whatever size I want. There you go. Really, really simple. Okay. So far, do you guys have any questions on how to go ahead and upload pictures or how to put your picture on here? Anyone? No? Everybody's good? No? Awesome. No, you're doing great. Awesome. Okay. Really simple, right, guys? This is really simple. Your business name, whatever you want to go ahead and put on here. Like I said, we're not with, even though we're with Archer or Evolution, you guys want to make sure you represent yourself because you're in business for yourself, correct? So never, ever put Archer, if it's not with the business supplier, never, ever put Archer Evolution's logo anywhere, because we're just using them as a supplier. We're not, we're our own business, right? So we want to make sure that we always do our personal business name and or logo. Okay, guys? So in my case, mine's Erika for Travel. Right there, we're going to change this name to, of course, Erika Gonzalez, right? Now, let's just say I don't like this. I don't like the font we have right here, guys. You can look at these. I can change it. You see, you can kind of mess around with these if you want to have a font you like. If you can go right here as well, change the text color. that you want as well, maybe depending on the picture. Let's say, you know, there's a lot of red going on, we can do red and blue. So you can mess around with that stuff too, if you like, not necessarily. If not, you can just personally just change whatever information is needed on here, and that's pretty much it. But if you want to mess around with it, you're more than welcome to. Okay, we can go ahead and change the, if you have a website, awesome. If not, that's perfectly fine. Like I said, you can go ahead and use your Facebook information, LinkedIn, whatever you want, you know, your email, your phone number, that's perfectly fine as well. Okay, here we go, something simple. If you want to do destination specialist, if you're a destination specialist already, that's perfectly fine. As you can go ahead and see here on the side, I'm more of a Disney special. I like Disney, so my main core or my niche is Disney. So I can go ahead and change here to Disney specialist. If you guys are a cruise specialist, if you guys like to focus more on one particular thing than another, that's perfectly fine. Just by saying specialist doesn't mean that you're always just going to get Disney, right? That's just people, you're targeting one specific crowd out there, guys. So in my case, Disney, if I put Disney specialist and I put this out there, they're gonna know, oh, she does Disney, let me go ahead and talk to her, or let me reach out to her. So you get more of a specific crowd out of it. If not, you can go ahead and totally change it to destination, to travel agent, to whatever you guys want to go ahead and do. That's perfectly fine. It does not just have to be, you know, specialist. You can do travel planner. It's open for you guys to go ahead and do. Okay, now, like I said, it says Disney specialist. As you can see in the background, doesn't look like it's really Disney, right? So what we can go ahead and do is, let's just say we want to do the Disney. I want to go ahead and put the castle in the background, right? So I look up something, the castle, which I already have, as you can see. We download it. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of place it over. Make sure you don't go over the actual image, because then it's going to take it off, right? So we want to go ahead and go maybe like in the corner or anywhere else and just let it go. Once you let it go, you can see that it kind of covers some of this stuff. It's perfectly fine, guys. What we want to go ahead and do is want to make sure it covers the whole template. So we have to go ahead and reach out here. So we're going to keep on going. From here, I just want it a little bit more up. So as you can see here, there you go. Let's just say, oops, you see how you need to be careful with that. Okay. So you can click on it and use your up button to kind of move it around, just in case, like I'm doing. I don't know if you can even tell, but it is moving up because I want a little bit more of the castle itself. All right. Once I have this image, and that it's really, really out there, right? If I don't want it too out there and I want it kind of a see-through, like you guys had already seen, if you kind of go ahead and go here, it says transparency. You can actually mess around with this, you see? So we can kind of, if you don't want it too bright and too in your face like that, that's perfectly fine. We can kind of dim it out, kind of fade it in there, and there you go. Does that make sense to everybody? Any questions regarding this part? Is it really easy for you guys? Are you getting it? For those that were having a problem with it? Pretty easy. Yes, it's pretty easy. I have the template for you guys. All you have to do is just kind of put your information in there, put a picture, and that's it. Made it really easy for you guys. Okay, now what you can go ahead and do as well, I didn't get the picture. Okay, well, you can always go in there and get a picture. I thought we couldn't use Disney images. You can't put Disney images. It's very, very gray in that area. You can't really put like your, how can I put it? You are able to, you just can't, okay, I'll get back to you on that one. I know you can, I just don't know how to say it correctly. I'll get back to you. Who was that? Missy? Yes, I'll get back to you. It's just the way you use it, actually. I'm not really saying anything in particular or saying, you know, I'm with Disney. I'm just saying Disney specialist at this time. Yeah, using Disney, it is in the gray area. It's more of like when you're saying, that's when you're trying to recruit people, if that makes sense. Like you can't say, oh, you know, I'm a Disney specialist. We're trying to, you know, get people to come into the business kind of situation. I don't know if that makes sense. It's more of the recruiting. Okay. I was like, I know we couldn't. I know it's just kind of like a little gray area, you know, how to go about that. But you know, if you're not sure or anything like that, like I said, you always can call Archer, double check on that. You can also use like change it to maybe a cruise background. You know, if you're a cruise specialist, you can go ahead and do that as well to be more on the safer side. We can use it for team building, but you can use your own photos. You can't use it for team building. Correct. Thank you, Michelle. Yes. You see, so it was more going towards the team building because you're kind of you're saying you're representing Disney when you're really not. So it's kind of like a little on there, but yeah. Otherwise than that, you're kind of good. Mock bookings, like for example, you can do mock bookings too. You can use their images, stuff like that, just not team building. All right. So let's go back to the self-marketing. Again, now, so you see how somebody already is using Lisa. We have you using on the original template. Okay, it's okay.
Sorry about that, everybody. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's why I said very important. Okay, so all right, this one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this one, Lisa. All right, so we kind of have Lisa's info, which is okay because she kind of kept everything in there for you guys. Let me just move this and put business name on there, so like that they know that's business. Okay, let's move this up because that was the first one. All right. Okay, so, oops, sorry, I disconnected. Can you resend link? Sure. There's a link again. Okay, all right, very important again to make sure that you go ahead and make a copy because we'll see who is doing it on the original. All right, so once we go ahead and do the copy, that's where you can go ahead and mess around. And then let's just say, for example, you know, I didn't like it and I want to go to the original and I was like, oh my gosh, I messed up. That's perfectly fine. You always have the original one, guys, that you can go to and do the same thing. Go under file, go under make a copy again, and you're going to get another copy. It's going to say copy of self-marketing. You see right there, copy. Make sure it says copy before you go ahead and mess around with it, guys. Okay, now let's just say I like this one and I want to redo this one, but you know, I want to do, like I said, Disney background, and I want to keep like this one as well. Right here, guys, you can see it says duplicate page. If you click on duplicate page, it's going to do the exact same thing. Everything is going to be the same. So here, let's just say we can do this destination one. Let's say this one, I can do a Disney one. You can do several if you like, okay? Everything stays the same. Kind of just doing it like over here. Let's just say I want to do this one, but I want to do like another Disney background. Same thing, we're going to go ahead and do duplicate page right here. It's going to give me this exact same image. And all I have to do is kind of go into my backgrounds, change the background. We're going to do the same exact same thing. Remember, get in there and do the, since it is in the front, guys, it is covering. We want to make sure and go to position, and we're going to do it in the back. Okay. And like that, it's going to take it to the back. You see how everything else came to the front? And then we can go ahead and do the transparency, whatever you guys want to go ahead and do. There you go. Now, if for whatever reason, you still see the image in the back, let's just say like right there, right? I like it right there. And say I want more of the image of the castle. That's when you start just messing around with it. Really, really simple, guys, to go ahead and do. Like I said, there's pretty much all you have to do is input your information. If you want to mess around with the fonts, you're more than welcome to. If you want to mess around with the color, you're more than welcome to. You know, I just have this for you to kind of have an idea of what to go ahead and do. Really easy, kind of just copy paste. Not even copy paste, you just move over and you have it. So it's 2 images that you'll have on here, perfectly easy. All right. Now we're gonna go to the next one. This one, it's really simple. If you guys like the image, if you like the information already, same thing. This one, we just can kind of go ahead and grab whichever one you want. Remember, make sure it is on the actual image that we're gonna do, because if not, it's gonna, you see how it goes into the bigger picture. We wanna make sure it's in the smaller one. Now, as you can see, you can't see my son in there. So if you double click on here, you're gonna have this. So you're able to kind of move it up or down, make it bigger if you guys want to. There you go, you see? Let's just have that right now. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna put your information on here, right? Erika for travel is mine. Again, your business information on here, really simple. If you have a website, awesome. If you don't, again, you can use anything else on there. Simple, that's it. And you're done with this one. Bam. Really, really easy. Now, same thing, if you don't like the image, you can always change it up. There you go. You see? All you have to do is kind of move it over. And that's pretty much it. All aboard for the adventure of a lifetime. Where would you use these? You can use these like on your Facebook page, on your business page, on your LinkedIn, anything like that, when you want to go ahead and start when you want to start having people, you know, post. There's some groups, I don't know, there's some groups that let you advertise. I know there's, for example, I don't know if you guys have seen like where your friends are like, oh, post 2-3 pictures, don't put link, which you're not really putting a link because your link is already in there, right? Of what you sell. I don't know if you guys have had this. I know I have a whole bunch of friends and that's all I see pretty much every day, any day, right? Once they are created, can you share them from your phone? Yes, once you're created, you can actually share them from your phone. Actually, when I'm done with this, I don't actually share it on here or download it. I actually go into my phone and I screenshot it, and that's what I use. Really simple. Because again, I don't really use my computer a lot whatsoever, but when I use this, because the font and if you try actually making a copy of this or opening the link with your phone, you're going to see everything kind of smushed together. So it's a little bit more complicated using your phone. So usually when you copy it or when you try to mess around with it, use the computer first. Then once you become a little bit more of an expert on it, you're more than welcome to use the phone. But I personally use it and then I screenshot it, and then that's how I post it on my Facebook, my business Facebook. And then of course you want to share it from your business Facebook into your personal, and you can even have some of your family and friends, you know, let them know, hey, can you post this, or is it okay? Or, you know, that's how you guys can go ahead and do it. You know, remember, you don't want to be a closet agent. We want to make sure everybody and anybody knows this. You can always take a screenshot of the computer too. Yes. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing because you're going to download, screenshot, either or. But yes, you are able to. All right. So again, this is really, really easy. Now, let's just say you kind of mess up and you're like, darn it, that's not the picture I wanted. Or next to resize, guys, you're going to see this right here, this little arrow. You can always go back and then do some of this stuff. Of course, it's going to take a while. If, like, let's just say I want to get back to this section. And of course, you saw me go into this and this. So if you kind of go into this, it's going to take a while, you see. But you are able to undo a lot of this stuff if you kind of mess up, say, once or twice. And don't worry about it. You can always go ahead and undo it. Don't freak out. Like I said, and if you end up doing it, you should have the original copy on here that you guys can go ahead and use. Okay, so you guys keep pushing this down. Oop, there you go. This one down. There you go. All right. So This one's really, really simple to do, guys. Mess around with it. Like I said, a picture, an image, you can put a cruise in there, whatever your little heart desires. If you're a specialist on a certain thing, like let's just say you're a wedding specialist, right? Or you want to do weddings, you can go Google some even landscapes. I use Google a lot, guys. If you guys don't know, Google is your best friend. But you can always go ahead and do, like I did, beautiful landscaping. Guess what? These are all free. These are all the ones you can use on here, because if you actually go into Canva's templates or elements and try to use their pictures, some of them you do have to pay for. So that's why I just rather go ahead and go into Google, get the nice image that I like, and kind of download it from there. So if you want to do beautiful landscaping, you can go in here, start clicking, saving which images you like that are breathtaking. Remember, because you want to have somebody stop on your image because it's breathtaking, right? They're like, oh my God, that is a beautiful place. And then of course you're gonna have your information. They're gonna contact you. Bora Bora is very beautiful too. So a lot of people are like, oh my God, I want to go there, right? You can do anything, Japan, Alaska, even here in the US, get, like I did, if you're a Universal specialist, you can put Universal in there. Disney specialist, as you saw, I use a lot of Disney. You can do that as well. And like that, you can see, go through these. Doesn't have to be anything particular. Look, like this one is something nice, water. Hey, you can put that there. Some of them do have where they're located. If not, that's perfectly fine, because you want to go ahead and use a beautiful image, right? Out there. Whoop, here we go. You see, very, very beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and check the chat right here real quick. Do you still do the Tuesday templates? I haven't seen them yet. Yes, Missy, that's for our team. I'll go ahead and get with you on that one. What page was it on? Or group? Oh. Okay. All right, so these are pretty much easy for you guys. All right, so the next one that we want to go ahead and do, it's going to be this one. This is more specific that you guys can go ahead and do this for. Again, you can use another image on here. These are just some examples. Let's just say you don't like this purple in here. If you kind of click on the actual, you see, once you click, we want to go ahead and make sure we do the corner, because if you kind of click somewhere, you see how it kind of gets into this. So normally when you click on the corner, it kind of highlights wherever you're going to do. Once you do that, you see a color come out, right? So we're going to click on the color. You have all these templates you can use, and it kind of gives you some recommendations, because these are the photos you use. So, hey, this photo's on here, this goes with these colors. So you guys can go ahead and mess around with that as well. You see, you can do whatever color you desire. Or you can kind of use the colors they suggested as well, because as you can see, they're like, well, you use some blue, here's a blue. So they're kind of giving you some hints on here. If you see a color that you don't see a color on here that you want to use, you can always go ahead and go here, add a new color, and it adds it on there for you guys, okay? So let me plan your vacation, dream vacation. Again, same thing right here where you see my picture. You can put whatever picture you want on there. We want something nice, something professional on there. I don't really recommend at the beginning a family photo because they don't, especially if you're barely starting, because they don't know who's who, right? So maybe a more of a professional photo, close up of yourself, something where you're actually looking forward, you see, because I wouldn't recommend one of these or one of these because you're looking away. Something more of a close-up, more of a professional look. If you guys need to do some selfies of yourself right now, get a little bit, put some makeup on for the girls, a little bit eyeliner. I really just put eyeliner right here, and that was pretty much it. A little bit of lip gloss. It doesn't have to be really out there, but something nice that catches, that looks like you're professional. We don't want to go ahead and, or something fun as well. We can put here 3 photos of 3 destinations that you like to do. Like, for example, international, you can put like a Paris, or if you really don't want to do international, and let's just say you want to do cruises. Hey, guess what? Do a Carnival, do Princess, and do a Virgin Voyagers, I think it's the other one. You can do that. You want to do, again, if you just want to specialize in one particular thing, like weddings, hey, you can put wedding. You can put here more of a specific, you know, nice looking images as well. So it's the same situation on here. Let me see if I can. You're gonna go ahead and kind of click over, and it kind of, wherever you're gonna put it on there, you see, it kind of hovers over whatever you're gonna want. Do I have any other images? Let's just say Disney, whatever. Here we go. You see? And then let's just say I wanted more of the Little Mermaid on here, right? Again, you remember, you're gonna click, you're gonna see these on here on the side, and all you have to do is kind of move it a little bit over to wherever you want to go ahead and do, you see? Or make it even bigger and just concentrate on one specific. That's pretty much it, guys. You don't have to resize this. You don't have to do anything. Everything is already done for you. Same thing with this image, right? If I want to go ahead and upload, let's just say I downloaded one of those beautiful landscapes that I just showed you. Let's just go ahead and go with this one. Same thing, just drag it over. There you go. Okay, again, if I want a little bit more of the sand, anything like that, double click and just kind of go up. If that's all that's going to go up, that's all you're going to go ahead and see. There you go. You can always mess around with this and make it a little bit smaller too if you like. There you go. You see? Pretty easy. Did the flyers only accommodate pictures and not short videos? Correct. Right now, I'm just doing the actual flyer and not short videos, because for a lot of people, this is their first time. That's why I'm not going into that yet. We're just trying to do basic things here. For a lot of people, because like I said, it's new for some people, or people were having a hard time with this. So I made it really easy for you guys to kind of go in there and just put images, your information, and that's pretty much it. Really easy. So I left these 3 for you guys that you can go ahead and, I'm having a hard time. Maria, what are you having a hard time with, Maria?
I think it's just doing it all in general. I feel like I just keep messing it up.
It's okay. As long as you do it on the copy of your section, you're okay. It's if this is your first time doing it, if you've never done this before, it is going to take some time. I'm doing it a little bit faster, quicker, because the majority of you said you guys already used it and you are knowledgeable. So where can we find the recording? I will go ahead and post it. It should be on Rising Tide as well later on, but you can always reach out to your gold or platinum. They should have it either later on today or tomorrow. But yes, Maria, it's very basic. I'm not sure what exactly. Thank you. You're welcome, Anita. What particular thing are you having a problem with, Maria?
So like I tried to change my name, and then that, so on the one you were just doing it, trying to change my name, and I like completely, the name of my company just completely disappeared off of it.
Are you doing it on your phone?
No, on the computer. I'm doing it as you're doing it.
Okay, so you were doing it on here and it completely went away?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just a matter of changing it to match my information that's making it hard.
Okay, which it shouldn't be that hard to do, because all you have to do is kind of click it and put your info. I'm not sure why it's doing that. If it does, try it again, or maybe is the back, it's the color black, right? It's not like a white background or anything like that, or a gray, because we don't want it to hide either.
So on the one you were just doing, so that's Plan Your Dream Vacation, that one I was doing in a white background.
Okay, maybe that's why, because the information on here is white.
Okay.
So maybe that's why you can't see it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you want to go ahead and do is you can either change it, but if you completely not, that's why I have this right here, this not square, rectangle. So like that, if you try to put an image in the back, it doesn't kind of cover it or anything like that, or it loses it, because if you actually delete it, you see how my information went away too?
Yeah.
Because it's white. So if you just want like if you don't want this on there, that's perfectly fine. Remember, you can always go back to undo and just change this to a different color. So let's just say we want to do maybe a black color just so it doesn't get lost. And if you delete this, you see how this stayed and that one left because this one's white. It didn't really leave. It's kind of just hidden because the background is white too.
Okay.
All right, let's see, Dwight. How about pictures of amusement parks? And yes, you can go ahead and do that as well. You can use any images. Just go into Google. You know, if you want to do a sports team, if you want to do amusement park, Six Flags, you know, SeaWorld, anything like that, you are able to do that as well. Yes, whatever you want to guys put on here, there's no really restriction what you do, what you want to go ahead and do, because you're advertising yourself, right? You're saying, oh, hey, I can book Las Vegas trips, I can book Paris trips, I can, whatever images, that's what you're trying to go ahead and do. Yes, awesome, no problem. Could we have a font issue color? Oh, okay. Quickly go over how to share it on our social media, please. Kristen, what you can go ahead and do is once you're done, let's just say we want to go ahead and use this image, right? You're going to go ahead and go down here where it says download. We're going to change this to a PNG, right? So we want to make sure right now you see how I have several on here because we doubled it and did several things with different ones, right? But let's just say, as you can see here, you can see page 1, page 2, you can see pages on here on the top. Now, let's just say I want just this image, right? I want to just download this. So what we're going to go ahead and do is where it says all pages, I don't want to do all of them because I don't want to save all of them and it's going to be more of a hassle. We're going to go ahead and just go to page 1 right here. And it's going to give you a little clip of all of them, you see, just so you can double check. And we're going to click done, whichever one you want to use. You're going to see here again, page 1, and you just have to download. Once you download, it's going to tell you successful, your download. All right, awesome. We can exit out from here. All right, and mine automatically, you can, I don't know if yours is like this too, but mine kind of has it right here. And then once I click on it, I can open it. And then you're going to go ahead and go into your Facebook. And just go ahead and download it in there. Or again, if you can use it on your phone as well, go into canva.com, sign in, and just look for the image. And like I said, you can screenshot it and then just post it into wherever your social media information is.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, guys, any other questions or concerns you guys might have? This is my copy. Whoop. We have Narcis. You're using the original.
Hey, Erica.
Yes.
When I copy the file, it doesn't say copy at the top like yours does.
That means you're using, okay. So that means you're not, okay. So you went into file and then make a copy?
Yeah, and then I make a copy and what it does is it opens like a new window.
Yes.
But it doesn't say copy at the top. But does that mean I'm somewhere else? I don't want to mess up the other ones.
Well, you shouldn't if it opened another one.
Okay, it's just crazy because if I like go to the top on the It doesn't say like in the bar or on my screen, but if I go to the top and put my mouse on my page, it'll tell me I'm in a copy. But that's the only way I can see it.
Okay, yeah, as long as you make your copy, you should be good.
Okay.
That was very helpful, and I will practice with it. Thank you. No, you're welcome, Linda. Okay. Let me see here. Let me see if I can go back. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, so we want to make sure, hold on. I know some of this stuff on here. There we go. So the good part is that since I didn't do anything much on the copy one, I was able to do that. All right, so yes, make sure guys, you use the copy on this, okay? Because again, we're able to see who actually messes around with it if you don't do the copy. And you know, we don't want to mess it up for other people that want to go ahead and use this. I think, okay, somebody made a copy of it. There you go. Okay. Remember to make a copy, guys, you go ahead and go into file. Okay, we're gonna scroll down to make a copy. Okay, once you click make a copy, another window will open. Okay, once that window opens, just exit out the other one. Okay, so like that, you guys don't keep using by mistake the original. Okay, make sure it has copy. If it doesn't, make sure you refresh it, but it should open another window for you. Okay, and that's where you can mess around with it, you know, add copies, erase some stuff, change it about, so like that you don't change it on the actual where it says self-marketing. If you are only seeing self-marketing, that means you're not using a copy. Okay, it's supposed to say copy of self-marketing. If it doesn't and you're not sure, go back on here and just do it again. File, make a copy. Again, it should post another one and just erase, just delete this one. So like that, you don't have the original that you can mess around with. Okay. Once you're done downloading, screenshot it, whatever you want to go ahead and do. If you actually go back to your home. All right. You will see, you're going to go ahead and go to all your designs. Okay. That means everything that you've done. In my case, you saw that I did several copies. You're going to see them on there. Okay. So remember, you can actually change it to whatever you want on here. Let's just say mine. Okay. And you're going to see the original one that says self-marketing. Okay. If you don't see copy of self-marketing, that means you're looking at the original one. Do not do anything to original, guys. Okay. If you can leave it alone, or you can go on here and move it to trash and it's going to disappear. Okay. But if you go ahead and do that, you're not able to go ahead and get these three again. Okay. So again, if you can change it to whatever you want to keep it to copy, that's perfectly fine, but you are able to change it and do what you wish with it. Okay. Just make sure you don't touch this one. But by then you should have like your picture on here, your information on here. So you'll know the difference between the two. Where is the template that you posted on Facebook, which says travel agent? Dwight, you can go ahead and post that in our team chat. Okay, this is for everybody in Rising Tide. Okay. All right, so hopefully this helped you guys out. Do you guys have any questions or concerns regarding this? Nope. Okay, awesome. Remember this, thank you for, no problem. So, like I said, all this is basically, this was fantastic information. You're welcome, guys. So pretty much you're just basically gonna put 2 images, if not just one. okay? Because let's just say you like the background. All you have to do is just put your picture and that's it. Okay, not so hard, not so complicated. This is easy for you guys. Now, if I tell you how to exactly do this, it's more complex, okay? So that's why I already had the template is already done for you guys. All you have to do is kind of just whoop, put your information on there, put a picture, and you're done. Because if you try doing this from scratch, it is a little bit hard, and I understand how people might have had a hard time. Good, Linda, you made a copy of a copy. Awesome. There you go. You can mess around with the first copy before you have the other hot copy. How do I change the picture on the flyer? One of me. You're welcome, Eileen. Yes, it does save some time, guys. A picture of you, we'll go ahead and go over that right now. So if this is your first time using Canva, all right, we're gonna go ahead and go to your left side. You're gonna go under uploads. You're gonna go ahead and go on upload media. We're gonna go under device. And then you're gonna choose a picture you're gonna want, okay? In your case would be a personal picture of yourself. You know, let's just say I have this one, right? So once you go ahead and choose a picture, it's going to upload. Once you have the picture and it's a picture of yourself, you're just going to hold your picture down and just drag it over to the little circle, and it's going to automatically just let it go. You see? And then from there, depending, you can't make it any, it automatically gets the image. You can go bigger, you just can't go smaller to whatever it is, okay? So we can go ahead and adjust it. Let's just say I just want a picture of me, right? We're just gonna move it a little bit up. Of course, I'm gonna cut off my child. It's fine. And there you go. You see, so this is important of why you want just a picture of yourself, because we don't wanna have other people around to go ahead and cut off yourself. And of course, if you're a beginner, we don't want, we want to make sure we know who you are. We want something that, you know, looks nice. If you're with your spouse, that's perfectly fine. You know, if that's the only picture that you like that has yourself in there, you know, that's perfectly fine. But if like the name is like, I don't know, airlines travel or something like that, like unlimited travel, you really don't know whose business it is. You know, unless it's like specific, like my case would be Erika for travel. You know, it's a girl kind of situation. But if you have a picture of yourself that you look nice, that works perfectly. But not so close up, because then it's going to be like right in your face. If you can kind of have something a little bit further away, that would work as well. What is the time clock for? This is editing, trimming. This is just for like video wise. You don't have to worry about that, guys. That's for animation. Don't need animation right now. Okay. You can use your logo if you like. I would recommend at least having a picture of yourself, because we want to know who you are, right? If you want to go ahead and do an image, I have my logo on here. Hold on. I use this a lot, so you'll see a lot of pictures on here. You can put where's my logo? Right here. So this is my logo. You can put it on here as well. I mean, it doesn't hurt to put your picture on there as well. You see? You can put your if you just don't want your picture at all, you can just delete the circle, and you're going to delete again. You're going to delete twice, and there you go. And then you can just put it anywhere. In that case, you don't need this either, because you have your name. And you can kind of just adjust it how you want, you see? Is that what you meant, Tina? Can Canva help us create a logo? You can. Yeah. I believe if you go under, I think is it templates? And you go under logo. They'll give you some examples and stuff, you see? The only thing is, if you look, there's some that have that little crown. That means you have to pay for. The simpler ones, like if you don't see a crown, that means it can be used and you'll see free. Yeah. This is more complex stuff on here, but you are able to use it. Yes, thanks. Okay, no problem, Tina. Yes, if you want to use your logo on this, guys, you're more than welcome to. We just want to make sure, like I said, at least one picture of yourself out there. So like that, they can relate. You want to make connections with people. Okay. And that's how you'll get people that always come back to you. All right. Any other questions or concerns, guys? Hopefully this should have helped a lot of you guys. So next week I will be doing one which is a newsletter, which is a little bit different. So by then hopefully you guys kind of already understood a little bit more of Canva. That one is more it's going to be easier, which is this one. This is a newsletter for you guys. So that one's going to be, I think that's one next week that I will do for you. So have fun with those 3 images. If I see that, you know, that you guys have left it there and, you know, you haven't really messed around with the original, I'll end up adding maybe another 1 or 2 on there so you guys can mess around with it. And you actually don't even have to do anything. Let's just say maybe in 2 days or so, what you guys can go ahead and do is kind of go into where it says self-marketing, kind of click on there, and then you'll probably see the other images on there as well. Okay. Again, this is only if I see that everything has been left as is, because that means you know, you guys actually followed the instructions of making the copy. And I don't have to go in there and just try to erase everything and try to do it all over again. Okay, guys. All right, so hopefully mess around with those 3, play around with it. You can have logos made through other places like Vistaprint. Yes, you can. Thank you, Aileen. But yes, these 3, you guys can have unlimited things to do as well. You know, mess around with it. As like I said, once you have the copy of the copy, you can do whatever you want on here. It doesn't have to be that, like you can, if you just don't want a picture of yourself, that's perfectly fine. You have that template to use. If you want a picture of yourself, there's another template. Want to change the background to a Paris background, that's another template, you know, that you can use. So you have so many unlimited things, guys, that you can go ahead and use just with these 3. Okay, so just with these 3, that can give you unlimited, oh, do you know what that is? Unlimited things to go ahead and do. Okay. All right. So if there's no other questions or concerns, guys, this will be it. Recording should be posted later on. I will go ahead and give that out to your either silvers or golds, so you can ask them either later on today or tomorrow. And you can always go ahead and go back, and if some of this didn't, you know, kind of comprehend, or you wanted to do something all over again, remember, you can do as much as you want again here just by duplicating the page. Make sure it's under copy, or you can actually name it whatever. Once you actually see the copy, you can name it whatever you want automatically on here. So like that, you know this is actually yours. So let's just say, in this case, let's just say Lisa. We just can, it says right here copy, right? So we know this is a copy, so we can change it like to Lisa, and we know that this is gonna be hers to mess around with and play around with as well. So let's just say you like this one, but I want to do a little bit something different. You can duplicate page. There you go. That's the one we can erase our picture on, put our logo on there. Bam, that's another one we can use. Okay, guys. So again, theme parks, like Dwight said, we can change all these and put some theme parks, put Disney, Universal, Six Flags, put you know, popular sports on there too. Change it up a little bit if you want to. Whatever you guys want to do, it's here for you. Mess around with it. There's unlimited possibilities you guys can go ahead and use. So again, all you have to do kind of on here, just replace the wording to your name, to your specialist make sure you just click on it. You can change the font, you can change the color, and just change the pictures. So hopefully easy peasy kind of situation you guys can go ahead and use on here. Okay, guys? Thank you. No problem. So that would be it. Thank you for coming, guys. I will see you next week. So we can go ahead and do the newsletter one. Really simple as well. That one's going to take probably less time than this one did because it's just one template that we're going to use out of that. Okay, guys? So thank you, everybody, for coming. And we will see you later on. Thank you. Bye.